What Tiger Woods had to say about his ugly Day 1 performance at the 2018 US Open. "I think today was the toughest day we will have all week, Southampton, and why?" AP, as Tiger Woods stood in the middle of the first fairway, the last thing on his mind was a 7. That number was the first thing on his scorecard Thursday in the US Open. Ad choice advertising and red invented by Teeds. It didn't get better on his way to another ugly number, a first round 78. "I just didn't get off to a good start," Woods said. "I drove good most of the day, just didn't do much from there. I just didn't putt well." It wasn't his worst opener in this tournament. Woods shot an 80 at Chambers Bay 3 years ago, his most recent US Open before back surgery sidelined him. Advertisement: Woods rallied by playing the rest of the front 9 at 1 under par. After that, his putting fluctuated from spotty to just plain bad, including 4 putts on the 13th. "It was not very good," he said of unlucky no. 13. "I was worried about running the first putt by. It would be downhill coming back. I blocked the next one, and blocked the next one. It was not very good." "No, it wasn't." Shinnecock Hills pushed him around the way it did so many other top names and supposed contenders. A 15th major championship and first in 10 years appears beyond improbable for the greatest golfer of his generation. Woods was 9 strokes out of the lead, in the company of Phil Mickelson, 7 over 80, Jordan Spieth, 8 over, Jason Day, 9 over, and Rory McIlroy, 10 over. "I think he played better than he scored," said playing partner Dustin Johnson, who finished the day in a 4-way tie for the lead at 1 under. "Obviously he got off to a rough start, but I felt like he hung in there pretty good. With the fairways and greens lined a half dozen deep in spots for the marquee threesome." Of Johnson, Woods and Justin Thomas, there never was a shortage of encouraging shouts of Tiger. There were audible groans, though, on the opening hole with each of his subsequent shots. Advertisement: Woods airmailed the green on his approach and it went down a steep hill into light rough. His pitch got onto the green, but not nearly far enough to stay there, and rolled back down the hill a few steps to the left of where Woods had been. Showing no signs of frustration, he switched to a putter for his 4th shot, but that didn't come close to remaining on the putting surface, either. A spectator said, "Guaranteed this one isn't short," as Woods hit shot no. 5. It wasn't, but he left himself with about 10 feet for 6, and his putt brushed the hole. When Woods went over the par 3 second green with his tee shot, a long, unproductive day seemed imminent. He putted again, getting to 6 feet, but pushed the putt 2 holes and 4 over on one of the world's most difficult courses in as tough a tournament to win as any. Then Woods steadied. He never looked like a 3-time US Open winner, most recently in 2008, but he played the rest of the front side in 1 under. After Woods set the putter down behind his ball on the 10th green, he backed away when the ball moved. Under new rules, it's no longer a penalty, but he called over a rules official to make sure. Then he replaced the ball and made the putt for par. Then it got really ugly, and the frustration began to show with blown putt after blown putt. Advertisement: He bogeyed the difficult par 3 11th after hitting into the bunker and leaving his next shot well short of the pin. The 4 putt was next, on the 13th. Another double bogey on the next hole saw Woods walking slowly off the green, seemingly beaten by Shinnecock's harsh greens and his failing putter. We thought there were probably 7 to 9 birdie-able holes out there, but that changed dramatically with the wind blowing and where they put these pins," Woods said. "It was pretty evident nobody was making birdies and there were plenty of bogeys. My game plan was not to make any others," he added, "of anything above a bogey. I made 3 of them." Despite the poor putting and the high opening number, Woods expressed optimism that he's still in contention. "Of course, he'll need a total turnaround from Thursday's outing. Just shoot something in the 60s tomorrow and I will be fine," he said. "I think today was the toughest day we will have all week." "He'd better hope so." By Taboola Sponsored links Promoted links. You may like Vikings free online game. Play this for 1 minute and see why everyone is addicted. Vikings free online game on Debab. A language expert shares the secret to learning a language in 20 minutes. A Debab Lindo Throne free online game if you're over 30. And own a computer. This game is a must-have. Throne free online game on WoW. Fashionable, sexiest camo wedding dresses fantasy according to Mana. Fashionable Undofar.